Invincible.
This futures live stream event is proudly brought to you by MightyOxTrading. All information contained herein should be considered for educational and entertainment purposes only. Nothing seen or heard should be considered financial advice. Good evening and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's had a great day. See what we can get this evening, G-Man. Yes, that was quite the interesting ending of the day. Burrow, no trades today. Yeah, it's kind of a range day. I know you like your trending days. And we can see, this is the hourly chart. I'm not sure why I have it on the 15-minute there. Hourly chart. And Q went up 282 points, back down 319 points. ES went up 64 points, back down 71 points. Dow went up, 382, back down 427. Interesting day nonetheless. Copper had a good day today. Gold had a good day today. Ultra Bond, Ultra Bond started with a good day and then came all the way back. And crude, wow, crude's back under 80. And Bitcoin had a good day. Oh no, it had a good day and then gave it all back. So, see what we can get this evening. Give me 1 second. I'm back. So we'll see. We got some movement going here. It looks like. Let's look. Maybe not as good as I thought, but we'll see how we go. I ended up taking a snap during that last hour, so I ended up not getting anything as it was crashing. I take it. I saw your DM when I woke from my nap. G-Man. Did you? I take it you took advantage of that last hour. Figured you did. I agree. Very rare. So let's take a gander since we're not really doing anything right now. Of all the trades I could have taken, I had decided that sleep wasn't that important. So you can see here, this would have been the start of the hour. Nice move there, there, chop there, and then boom, 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 boom. That one would have faked me out, but boom, 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 boom. That should have even been good trades on the 5-minute. Let's look. Yeah, the 5-minute, there, and there. Oh wait, that wasn't even the right day. Oops. Here. That was yesterday's 5-minute. Actually, the 5-minute, just at that very last part. Hey Kim, how you doing? You have a show on Friday? The Burrow? Were you working today, Kim, or did you get to trade some? Awesome. Bet you're looking forward to that. And looks like we're chopping around. Nice. Kim? Chopping now. Yeah, when you post it here and I threaten to ban them if they don't watch it. No, seriously, do it and post it up on the Discord, and we can post it here for anyone that's interested. I'm sure Ace would be interested. Ooh, there's a little dip. Dip, 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 dip. My cat's starved for attention. You might hear meowing in the background. Jimmy, when we're referencing Burl, he has a band and he does local gigs, and I've often promoted his content. So I'm offering to promote his content again when he's talking about behind the scenes of setting up his band after their 5 month absence because their drummer had an amputation of his foot from a burn. It was a burn, right? Yeah, his wife is the lead singer. You know, lately, Burl, the genres are mixing a lot. I mean, Hardy's considered country, but yet, like, if you didn't know he was considered country, a lot of that would be. I would think it was rock. There's Chape. Are we gonna get anything to trade? Then I got one trade on Monday. We'll have to see what we get tonight. Monday night, that is. And the occasional Christmas song. Yeah. And always remember, Burl, if your wife gets laryngitis or something, I'm always available to fill in on the singing. And turn back down. Burl just shared this Facebook post with me, so I'll share it with you. It says guitar. It says guitar is ready for the gig Friday at the turn. Nice looking guitar. I once tried to learn to play the guitar. It didn't work well. And I just showed it, Burl. You might need to hit the live button, Burl. You might be a minute or two behind me. Oh, I see the second link there. Here is a Facebook video, guys, if you want to check out Mr. Burl's band. We're kind of slowly grinding up. Hey, Chris, how you doing? How was trading today? Nice job, Chris. Nice job. Did you keep it under 25% consistency? Hey, ETC, ready to work? Sorry to hear about your bad day. The evening is very slow, so don't try and force anything. There's lots of cheap evals out there. Can I show you something in a Bulenox or an Apex? Uh, Good that you stayed under 30, of course, but shame you didn't get under that 25 so you get your eval fee refunded. But hey, either way. The rundown, 50K accounts. So cheapest evals are Bulenox, uh, Apex, Flexytrade, and Topstep. So if you want an end of day drawdown, Topstep's the top. And Topstep, oh yeah, so you're not worried about algo. So yeah, Topstep is your top right now in raw eval cost. Apex is 80%. They're second. I said them. Are you not listening? No. Bulenox, ETF, Apex, Flexytrade, Topstep, top five cheapest. Apex is 33.40 for Rhythmic or 37.40 for TradeDay. Hey Nico, good to see you. How you been? How's the trading? So yeah, Apex will be 33.40. Top Step's $49. Bulenox's intraday is 29.75. Yeah, I mean, I thought we might get all of yesterday back. I didn't expect that big dump after the rise up today, G-Man. G-Man does not do props. Hey, nothing wrong with $200 per account. Give me 1 minute, G-Man, so I can get it set up. Can't remember what I'm doing. Oh yeah. Go. Okay, call NG. Word.
Hello?
Hello?
Test, test.
Can you guys hear G-Man?
I can. You went to set me up and then you forgot. That's funny.
Yep, they can hear you. The floor is yours.
How old are you, Ox?
How old am I?
You went to set me up and then you forgot what you were doing.
Oh, no. Well, that's what happens when I have like 20 things down at the bottom, and I'm like, because I had to turn my music
Which
off,
one?
then I had to turn the desktop audio on so they can hear you, and it's like it's like a
It's a,
3 or 4 step process. I just got
well,
lost in the steps,
it's a recording
Yeah.
office in there, studio.
So they can hear you.
Oh, good. So, yeah, I mean, there were 3 news events today that I saw. Pre-market, 7 o'clock, and then was it 7 or the 2 pre-market, and then of course the big one at 11.
Well, we had the ADP employment change at 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 your time. Then that quarterly report thingy or whatever that happened at 8:30. That surprised everybody because thought they wouldn't move the market. Then we actually had a 9 o'clock news thingy, and then of course we had FOMC.
Yep. There we
10
go. There
o'clock.
it
I
is.
guess at
I
10
was in
o'clock
back
Eastern.
on it.
Darn time zones. Everything should be the same time zone.
Yeah, so they really, I mean, I'm looking on a 30-second chart on ES, but they sort of faked up, came down, and then gave you an entry, and then just popped right back up on every one of them. But going into the Powell FOMC, I mean, I was talking to Ox prior, and I was thinking, since we were down so much, probably not going to go further down, but it might go a little bit. And I was figuring 20 points, and then I looked up Lob Wedge, who I quote all the time. He said, he gave some numbers, which he does, and I think we blew through them. He said short 85, and we blew right through that when Jay Powell got on. But so it sort of dropped a little bit at the announcement, FOMC announcement, and it sort of ranged, I don't know, 15 points or so, and then it just rammed up. But right before Jay Powell started talking, um, at half after the hour, I got short, and sort of like 2 minutes into it, it just dumped all the way back down. So there's 55 long, 55 long, 55. It was like four times it hit that 55 for longs, and it, as I said, it dumped. And I'm thinking that's a lot, 75. That's 20 points. So I was all happy, and man, it went all the way up to 125, which is just ridiculous. And then the last half hour, 12:30 to 1, it dumped the whole range because we were sitting up there 25, 20, 10, 5, something like that, and then all the way from 20 to, man, that is 50. That's a 70-point move. That's ridiculous. Gave it all up. So I don't know if that's. I mean, what is that? You know, does that gives you such a big move up, and then it just shoots down. I really don't know how to go forward with something like that.
Man, I love this psycho market system sound.
Yeah, it always is, but all you can do is trade it. But it's really hard to figure or understand that it's going to go all the way back down. I mean, it went all the way back down. It hit the low of the day. So it's as if it never occurred. It's just madness. But it's what it's doing. So even if it goes 70 or 80 in a direction, that's not good enough in a half an hour. And I didn't see any news. Anyone see anything that rocked it like that? It was after Powell finished talking, and then the last half hour, the power hour.
Yeah, I
So
wonder if they
crazy
just
stuff.
like thought he was going to say something more than he did, and then once he didn't, they just like, well, this sucks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Burrell, exactly. But the problem is when it's, for me anyway, when it's kind of ranging in a range, and it's hard to expect it to go that far on the upside or the downside. Um, you know, and it had some 20 point, 25 point bounces in there. That's from certain levels, like 70 to 85, 15 point bounce. Crazy. But it was, at one point, it was moving, each candle was getting 5 to 8 points.
On ES.
So it's like on the ES. So literally, I might trade for 5 points, and that's what 250 for one contract. I got that right, yeah. So it was really, there was really a lot of volume, and it was really moving. So you could literally do every 30 seconds, boom, 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 and get all these trades off both directions, which is crazy. It really is crazy. In 5 minutes you're done with a huge amount of volume, huge amount of points. I was telling Ox, I can't remember when it was, but it was sort of the last recession. So, it, it was moving every 30-second candle was moving 20 points. So literally, you just push the button and boom, 20 points in less than 30 seconds, which is nuts. So that's what the market's giving us. It's really getting volume, and then when you get the volume, you get the range in a very short period of time. So, you can get tons of trades all day, or just discipline to get what you want. Trade the edges. It hit 45 after the market opened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, something like that. And then, it was trading like 55 to 60, maybe 4 or 5 times. And that's before it kicked off with the news. So it's just a nice sideways, which I like that. I don't necessarily like the J Powell stuff, but that's just too big a run. So you guys all trade it? Anybody trade it? Ox fell asleep.
Yeah. Hassan, since you said you like the psycho market, does that mean you were trading these moves this afternoon?
I think Hassan's got the new bot.
Oh yeah, your bot trader, I guess.
I don't trade news.
Uh,
Gotcha.
yeah. And the bot did well, Hassan? Did you recover? Heart attacks are terrible. I'm surprised that you're posting it. Okay. An old order for NQ is still. Oh, you had a resting order. Oh, how
Is
did
that a
that turn
good thing
out?
or a bad thing? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how did that turn out? Okay, Kasana. Oh, bad. Ouch. Well, I'm glad you recovered. So wait, did you accidentally leave it on, or did the bot accidentally leave it on? How does that? I mean, how did that happen? Okay, I got you. I got you. I thought the bot was maybe trying to turn against you and sabotage you.
Take over of the computers. It's machine learning.
I've done that on TradeDay. I don't usually ever. I can't remember ever accidentally leaving a trade on Ninja Trader, but I've done that on TradeDay. In fact, I mean, this was back in the day. Like when my first Topstep account on TradeDay, I did it twice. Once, an order got filled while I was sleeping, and it was one of the best trades I ever took, and I had nothing to do with it because it was like I was slept through the entire thing. And then another time, I sleep near my computer, and I just started to doze off, and I actually had it on speaker. Usually, I just have my volume turned off, but I had it on speaker and hear that TradeDay guy go order filled, and I'm like, my eyes just opened up, and I'm like, that's not good. So they'll get my butt up, close that one out. Just recently, actually, a couple months ago, like, where's that spike come from? I blew Blusky by accidentally leaving on a trade. Yeah, good. Wow, that's a nice move. Where'd this come from? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go?
Stop run. It's
I
running
mean,
the stops.
it just went from 500 up to 517.
Yeah, we're close to
That's a bigger
400.
move than I expected to see tonight.
Uh-huh. Little volume spike. Come right back down.
Order filled.
64 to basically 60, half. It's probably worth it.
I'm short.
Good.
Should have been shorter sooner, but shorter sooner. Short sooner. Can't be shorter. Well, I guess you could be shorter if you had more contracts. Try to bounce back up. Let's see what it does. Yeah.
Yeah, so Lob Wedge posted he bought 50-50 calls for something under $1, and when that move ran up, they went to $4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You can find it if you want to pull it up. He posted it in his X account. He does all kinds of stuff like that that I would never think of. You know,
Yeah.
I got the market going up, but he just, has all these little trades that he does. So makes money.
It's going to stop me out. Maybe. I'm just going to sit here for a bit, see where it wants to go.
Yeah, 50-50 puts went 5 cents to $4. ODTE is back.
Wow, 5
Crazy.
cents to $4.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of size he had, but didn't put that in there. But that's a nice little,
Yeah.
that's a cheap one. 50-50s. So they're 50-50 puts, I'm sorry. 50-50 puts. So they were out of the money when he bought them, probably. I mean, they're basically worthless. I mean, I really don't understand it, but how they go from 5 cents to $4 when the market went up. Shouldn't the market have gone down to make that kind of money?
Probably.
50 put, May 1st, CME. Huh. That doesn't make sense to me.
I always get these things confused.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's a reason.
It's playing with me. Playing with me. Will it come down? Will it go up?
Are you in the money?
Red by 5 ticks. But it got within one, at one point it got within 1 tick of stopping me out. So, see what happens.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Ron. So he must have sold them. It was 5 cents, not 50, so it was 05.
Oh, ouch.
So I would never have thought of that. But yeah. Sell them at 5 cents, buy them back at $4. Kinds of ways to make money, huh?
Yep. Hey, Ron, how's things going? Sorry, that makes sense, son. How's your last couple days been, Ron?
I don't see Ron's post anymore.
Yeah, he retracted whatever he said to begin with. I'm not sure I missed it.
Well, I was saying I don't understand how he made money, but
Oh yeah.
he said if you
Oh,
sell it at 05 cents and then so you sold it and you want the market to go up and then it becomes worth $4.
this is why I get confused on options and why
Yeah,
I
it's
just stick to this.
opposites.
Yeah.
Right.
Excellent, Ron. So now, can you take whatever you did to do that today, Ron, and do it then in that funded account? And this is why I get confused on options and why I just stay away from them. It
Yeah,
feels
I mean
like
it doesn't make
everything
sense.
is opposite of the way you're supposed to think, you know?
No, that's a loss
Yeah.
because you sell it and you basically bank what you sell it for and then it has to go lower. So as it goes up, it should have gone lower.
Well, let's let everyone see the yeah, there's see the original tweet and then maybe we can let's see.
Yeah, give something to do. Yep, there he
Oh wait,
is.
well before we do that, I'm actually in a trade and that trade's come back to me. It's almost up back at my
Okay.
entry.
A good
Let's see how it
call, man.
goes down. Well, it's still in the red on it, so let's see what happens. Oh, ouch! This is teasing me. Big blue candle.
Blue candle. Oh, I'm on delay.
Hit your like button. Maybe I should. I need to have that pop up like every few minutes on the stream.
Yeah,
Hit
I
your
got it.
live button. Hit your live button.
Because you said blue, and I'm like, there's no blue candle. And then boop.
So he actually has a graphic here of it.
Stop field.
I just got
He does?
stopped out. Uh, the graphic doesn't make sense either. Okay, so let me just go to the scene here. Let me find my software. Here's Lobledge's Twitter. 50-50 puts went 0.05 to 4. 0 day is back, baby. And this is the graphic. I don't know what. So you all can figure out what that means.
So he posted that 3 hours ago.
Wow, look at that rise up all of a sudden, stopping me out and then going up higher.
So maybe he bought them when we were at the top for a nickel.
Yeah.
And that dump, they ran to $4.
He's saying 50-50. So when was the market at 50-50? It was, yeah, at the bottom. Yeah, so puts expect the market to go down.
Yeah.
So when the market was, yeah, that makes sense now, I think, if I understand it right. Those 50-50 puts, when the market was rising up, they were going to get cheaper and cheaper because of the market
they're out of
being
the money.
right. And
Yeah.
then so he bought them at the top, and
Yeah.
and as the market fell back
So
down, they went from almost worthless to well
right,
above
the
that.
last 30 minutes exactly. Market
Yeah. So
dumped.
okay, that may. I actually think I understand that.
Yeah. So he he risked a nickel and ended up with $4.
That's a
So
heck of a
it's
percentage win.
not a bad trade. He does it all the time. He's just super smart. So instead of using, your whatever margin on ES and risking all that, he's like, I don't care if it goes down. I make money. If it doesn't, they basically expire and it costs me a nickel. So
Hey Tio, how you doing?
not bad. Yeah. Yeah, he sold it at the top. Now we figured it out.
So now NQ is back to what was Globex's overnight high from yesterday's or earlier today's session, whatever you want to say. But I still have that line on the chart. Good to see you, Tio.
So I think he believes, as I do, when it makes these big moves, they're not real, so to speak. The problem is, how do you know how far it's going to go? That's the issue. But if you're doing options, it doesn't really matter much. You could have bought them anywhere up there.
Things are good, Tio. Thanks for asking.
He got it at the low of the day, 26.5 to 05. Crazy. Anyway. For you options traders out there, so still going up, Ox? Yep. That didn't really work.
Yeah.
It did retrace almost all the move on ES, 64 to 62. But now we're at 67. We can get back to 51.25. So what's up tomorrow? More news?
I know we have Thursday, so I know we have jobless claims.
Yeah, we got jobs.
Canadian trade balance, U.S. trade balance, and later on in the morning, U.S. factory orders.
Then we got core durable goods revised, core durable goods revised. And then Apple after the close.
That should be interesting. Are you gonna play that? Oh.
I first played Apple, and Apple was trading at like $23, something like that. Where is it now? It's done a gazillion splits, I know. But
Yeah, it's
so
like
that was when they had their earnings, and they came out with the iPod. The iPod had just come out, and then they hit their earnings. It blasted up 10
Apple's.
points.
It's at 170 right now.
Yeah, but they went 10-1
Yeah,
splits, a couple of them. So I was pretty happy with myself. Got $10 out of it. I had 2,000 shares, $10. It's nice. Of course, that 2,000 shares now would be worth something like 8 or 10 million. So all you gotta do is hold that one.
gotta know when to hold them.
Yeah, that was a while ago though. 03, I think 04. But I was proud of my $10.
I say green is green.
Yep.
So for you prop traders out there, not sure if you heard or not, but Blusky is having a flash sale, cheapest I've seen ever on their static growth and static growth plus accounts. 129 for the static growth, 199 for the static growth plus. Best static account in futures. So you should take advantage of that. It
By
ends
best,
in
is
2
that the
days.
cheapest?
Huh?
Is that the cheapest by best? Best price?
It's I mean it just the when I say best, it's the best rules, good amount of drawdown, that type of thing as well. Not just price, but the fact that like a lot of static account. There's a couple, like Apex. There's a couple of static accounts or one static account, something like that. But it's like the drawdown. You have you start with like $625 of drawdown. That's it. It's like, yeah, it's a static account. Drawdown don't move, but you don't have much wiggle room either. So.
Gotcha. 1500 Easton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
about that.
yeah,
15 to 12. Yeah, about noonish.
Yeah. Yeah, less rules than the others, as Hassan says. So yeah, I definitely recommend that account. Like, if the sale is going longer, I'll actually make a video on that sale, but hard to do a video for something that's done in 2 days.
Does that contract expire today, or is it
Yeah, yeah.
Friday?
Wait, you talk about the lob wedge trade?
Yeah, so 0 days. So
Yeah,
today.
yeah, it's
Okay,
today.
so
He's trying to. Maybe I need to play these blue candles. I wasn't expecting. It's actually a little bit decent volatility. We have Asia markets opening in 4 minutes.
Yeah, so he just made one decision, enter. I'm looking at the dump and trying to figure when it's ending, but which is very difficult.
What are you saying, Hassan? By the way, Rad, it's been nice having you in here semi-regularly again. You feel you should buy down here and hold all day? So you're expecting a rise up. Rise up. Little known fact, Hassan himself is actually a bot. He has to be because he doesn't seem like he ever sleeps. So he has to be a bot himself. But one trade so far didn't work out. Missed this move upwards.
Yeah, that's a good little run.
Yeah.
5 points. 267. $4 when he sold it. Brad. So 400, paid $5 and sold it for 400.
That's a few $1,000% profit.
And he's a big trader. He trades a lot, so a lot of contracts. So he probably had more than one. I don't know, but $400. Wow, that's a pretty good trade. But oh yeah, very nice.
Little whippy there as Asia opens. Oh, let's go check out the NKD for kicks and giggles. It's not doing anything fun.
Yeah, I guess when it gets that high and it can't get any higher because it's kind of stopping at 51.20. And that's, so high. Got to look at the short side. And what heat is the most efficient way to do it. Least risk. I didn't think that they moved that much. I thought when they got down to like a nickel, they just kind of went away. But
And most days it would, but today was not most days.
yeah, we had the huge run up though, 44 to 51.25. I mean, that's ridiculous move.
Crude just popped, but
So,
NKD's doing nothing.
makes sense. I mean, I was shorting the that move down, so, but nowhere near. It's costing me more than a nickel or $5. But whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I learned a lot from that guy. He's a master trading because he trades all kinds of stuff. He's more he's on his own, but he's more like a hedge fund guy. He trades ES, but he does all these things. They come out of nowhere. Trades individual stocks as well, and options, obviously. Just smart.
And
I think he has 25,000 followers or something like that.
And Q up to 17,534. Yeah, 22,200 followers.
Is that right?
Yeah.
23.2. I think he closed it down too. He didn't want to be bothered.
I just followed him.
Oh, okay. So he's up one
Yeah.
more.
And he's followed by Edge Clear, he's followed by TradeDay, he's followed by TradingView.
Oh yeah, he's well known. Very well known. Superb. I don't understand most of his posts, I'll be honest. But the guy who put this trade on, his name's Vader. Well, it's no, he's not under Vader anymore, is he? What was he under? That was his old.
Uh, yeah, well, his actual Twitter URL is Vader7X.
Okay, but
Here, Rad.
he's not under Vader though. That was his old one. He's Lob Wedge Capital.
Yeah, how much capital?
Lob Wedge Capital. He used to be Vader.
Oh, Jamari, I was so sad to hear that. Everybody, it's the second person today that accidentally left the limit order open. Always make sure if you're gonna walk away to hit that close all or whatever button. Just to be careful. Yeah, Blusky's having a static growth plus sale, Jamari. Well, Hassan, I think he said he blew the drawdown. He left it and got nailed. Not that he just left it open. Or did you, Jamari? Which way did you lose it because you accidentally left it open, or did it fill the order and then you lost a lot of money? Okay, yeah, they were down 6K. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Hassan said he did the same thing, but he was able to catch it, and I was telling this story about how I've done that a few times too. Well, the thing is, Jamari, I mean, yeah, it's a gut punch. It sucks, but I mean, what you did was it was an accident, and you can get back there. It wasn't like you went on tilt and blew the account or something like that. You just accidentally left an order on. So you can get back there. Deadly bought 4 and passed that one. Well, there's there good accidents and bad accidents.
I mean, the market doesn't usually move this much, does it? On the Wednesdays, but
No. I had a feeling we might get a little something from FOMC, but this is actually, Q's going up 40 points. It's pretty darn good.
I think somebody said it was going to go up. Hassan, I think, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's something I learned from Lob Wedge, is that when after things move, they tend to retrace. At least 50% is what I look for, but I mean, we did 100% the entire way down to the lows, which is absolutely crazy, in about a half an hour. So that was unexpected.
That was the whoosh of all whooshes.
Yes, it was.
And I slept through it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's fine. Yep. Daily high low, and then the overnight high low. Those are the ones I use. Before the news, we were getting real nice sells from the top and buys from the bottom of the range. That's the hard thing on news. You don't know, or I don't know how far it's going to go. So it's best to wait. And when it makes the high and then it makes lower highs, then you sort of know. So that's what I learned from Lob Wedge. And then he puts on his short. He did options, but I'm not that. I wouldn't even know where to look for that. Where were we at 55.33? That'd be a nice run.
Nice pullback. Got it to 540. We pull back to 527.
Yeah, that is a nice move. And I basically got 1 point, 68 to 67.
Still dropping.
Going, yeah. I do see a purple there. Did you take that one on your 30-second?
No, I should have, but I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was nice. I keep looking between the 15 and the 30. Normally I'm looking on 30 during this session, but like today I would start looking at the 15 because of how much we're moving. But yeah, that would have been a great one to take. That would have been a great one to take.
That's still working. Very nice. Sort of went sideways for a little bit and then
Yeah.
bang. And it's below that line or above that line, or
Yeah.
you got green. So
Yep.
however you do it.
Everything was, neon
It's lined
sign
up.
saying, neon sign saying take that trade.
Yeah. Got to get your bot going. So it was massive dump.
Yep. Massive. Not many patterns you see like that. Whoosh. Whoosh. That would be a roller coaster that would have killed everybody. And next would have snapped.
30-minute chart. It's like it's like an hour. Yeah, it went up for an hour, so 2 30-minute candles, and then basically sat there for a little bit, and then bang.
15-minute chart, actually, it wasn't, well, I didn't get a purple, but that would have been an actual great setup. That red candle coming back in from the bands, because they were outside the bands going up.
Yeah.
And whoosh. Yeah, okay, it went down 149 points in one 15-minute candle, and 126 in another, 136 in another. That is just amazing. 10-minute chart would give me a purple candle.
Out of the blue. Unless someone saw something, but I didn't see anything posted that particular time.
Speaking of snapping necks, how is it possible? Okay, I got no clue who Cyclops is. That must be one of the superhero movies. X-Men. Yeah, I never watched any of that. We're snapping necks, Burl. No, we had a nice move up and a nice move down, Burl. Now we're sideways again. We came back just in time for the sideways action.
Yeah, I mean, it came after Powell closed up shop. So nothing he said. Crazy. That's how it works. That's why I look at the news and just say, this is not real. Was a pattern on the 5-minute chart, selling below the 5-minute candles.
So you saw a pattern on the 5-minute? Oh, well, it's going sideways. We can look at a 5-minute. Selling below the 5-minute candles at 215 or 225. That's Central. Oh yeah, Central Time CST. So yeah, boom, boom. Yeah, I see that. I mean, I actually got a purple candle, and the wick on that purple candle on the 5 was the highest point of the move. So I mean, I could have got in there, but but I could have and I couldn't have, because why do I say I couldn't have? Because if I would have followed that purple candle, because we were moving so much, and using my strat as using the top of the wick, I would have needed a let's see, what's 28 to 91? 50, 60. I would have needed a 65-point stop, and I ain't ever gonna be crazy enough. Maybe with one micro, could do 1 or 2 micros. I could do a 65-point stop, and honestly, I mean that would have been just one micro today. If you caught the whole move back down, it would have been like $600 for one micro if you hold through that whole drop. But yeah, 65-point stop is not something I'm ever going to do with a mini.
I mean, I'm looking at my 30-second chart, and from 51.20, it went down 30 points and then bounced, and then another 30 points, and then it bounced, and then another 30 points. So you had 3 30-point trades. And I normally just trade for 5. There's no way I would have gotten that much, or I didn't get that much, but nuts. I stopped at 90 because that's basically a 50% retrace. And it bounced up and went down another 30, and bounced up and went down another 30. So, I don't like to be greedy. Absolutely. A massive pump and dump. They got all the longs, they got all the shorts. Got them all. All the money's gone. I mean, it just gets transferred to Goldman and those guys anyway, right? I mean, they show you their trading stats. They're like 80% or sometimes 90%. Which means there's a lot of people losing.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens with non-farm payrolls on Friday if we see the similar type of action.
Traders in Topstep TV were buying pullbacks during the dump. Wow.
You mean the people on screen, the Topstep coaches and our on-air personality was doing that?
So they were getting long, or they were shorting and then letting the pullbacks, which would go up, and then they'd sell it short. Hope they weren't buying.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, I was selling on the move up, from 51.05, 10, 15, 20. And then we got a lower high at 20, 20, 20. We got like 3 trades at 20. And then all hell. Boom. And then there's a word called symmetry. When the market moves, like I don't know if you guys have ever traded bear markets, but they, like I said, from 51.20, we got 30 points and it pulled back up. And then another 30, and then it pulled up, and then another 30. So and I'm saying 30, it might have been 29, might have been 31,
Right.
but it was basically 30-point moves, 3 of them. That's how the market runs. And you can see it on the 30-second. Yeah, you can see it on the 5-minute as well.
So yep, they were going long during the dump, G-Man. They just
Because
Son and Ron both
that
said
big of a run up, you're positive we're going to continue.
oh, look at this dump. And I'm getting excited here about 3 points, but that's a nice move down.
Wow. So, that's how it got all the way down, because there was probably a ton of people longing, and then their longs turn into sells because it's just how it works. And it's just a huge stop run at some point. But the key there is it made the high. You always have to look for it, 26, 51.26. And then that was it. So it's not going up anymore because it stopped and it came down, popped up, lower high, boom, down, popped up. It retested the 51.20, down, retested 51.20. So, it can do that all day, but you can't long after it's made the high. You want to be on the short side. And then, who knows? There's no way I could figure out it was going that far. 50% was good enough for me. Just put the fib on it. It was somewhere around 90, I think. That's fine. That's a good trade, 51.25 to 90, and 1, 2, 6 or 7 times adds up. It's just a pullback. Now you know who not to follow. I'm laughing. It's not fair of me, but if you want to follow someone, Lob Wedge did not post until I think after. I don't know, but the thing of it is he did post it, and that was what he saw. There's no proof he took it, but he said he did, so I believe him. But it's probably a better way to do it than try and keep buying. Yeah, that's what the brokers do. On maybe not prop firm accounts, but on the accounts that they have in house, they sell their order flow, and they can see it. They can see where people put trades in. The other solution is don't trade it, or just trade it earlier. Is it real money they're trading, or is it sim accounts?
I think they're trading real money because it's Topstep company employees. It's their coaches.
Yeah, but they could be in sim accountants, right?
Yeah,
I hope
sure.
they are.
No, real money. That's what I thought. I was pretty sure they were trading live accounts. Because the CEO sometimes trades live.
They suck. One sensible guy wanted to short. Real money. Holy cow.
How much was the
nuts.
bonus? Like 4 cents?
Well, I've always believed in trading specifically, but in most things, you got to do it on your own. There is no committee in trading. Whenever you get to a committee of traders or investment managers, it's always poor. Performance is not going to be good because you know you may want to short, but everyone else is long, so you just kind of go long, right? Because that's what they're doing.
Topstep used to, before they came out with Topstep X, they used to have a show called for like an hour each day called Make Hogue Money. Hogue's one of their senior, well, he's a senior performance coach. And I guess the premise of their show was he would ask everybody to vote whether he should go long or short, and then he'll take that trade. From what I understand, he like very, very rarely ever made money on his trades. I never actually watched it, but it's supposed to have been entertaining. That was before they did Top Step TV. But yeah,
Yeah, but if you're
he let
asking,
everyone vote, and I mean, obviously that's just for entertainment, but still, yeah, it's
yeah, but
just more proving your point. Don't go with whatever the hive mind says. Do your own thing.
yeah, I mean, I've traded with a bunch of quote unquote gurus, and I would sit in their rooms on Discord or wherever. Before Discord, there was a whole bunch of other things. Skype was one of them, and we're going way back here, but um, and pretty much I'd find the ones that continually were incorrect, and I would just I'd use them as my contra. So when they start getting, let's get long, I would immediately short. It's a real easy way to make money. So if you're confident that person has no clue.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I had a guy in the stream for a little bit by the name of Babyfish.
Hmm.
He works on Wall Street, manages a couple $100 million in energy stuff, oil and all that, and he liked to go to different retail chat rooms to see what they're doing, and then he would often go against what the sentiment seemed to be. So that's an interesting guy.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
called me once trying to offer me advice.
yeah, I mean, I don't do that anymore, but there was a time when I did because these people were just, using things that they literally couldn't explain, but they were using it for trading, and I'd be like, makes no sense. What you're looking at there is an hour ago. That's information from 1 hour ago. How can that possibly help in a trade right now? It's nuts. And they were so adamant that it worked. And all right, let me know when you get in.
Yeah.
Fade, fade, fade. And I would laugh. I would actually post my trades too, which they didn't appreciate. But I'm like, hey, if you're always wrong or 90% of the time wrong and you're seeing someone post it and they're 90% right, wouldn't you think that maybe you should change up something that you're doing? I don't know. I sure would. Yeah, I don't fade anybody anymore. I just do my own thing, just on my own, real quiet. Get some music going in the headphones and focus. And I just try to not lose. That's my one goal. But I'm in and out all day. But I mean, the levels we were talking about it. Was it Monday? I just come in the morning and I find the levels. It's yesterday's high low. It's overnight high low. And then when the regular trading starts, it starts at 0 and then it expands. So it's a range expansion. And I find that the lows, like today, 45, we hit that a ton. So that's where I would long. We hit it pre-market, 40 to 45, right in there, right before the market opened. And then the same for the top. You just got to find it.
On the rise up here.
So then when I'm at the bottom and I'm going long, I'll stay long and keep buying the pullbacks, buying the dip or whatever you want to call it, as long as we're making higher highs and higher lows. Simple stuff. I can explain that to a 4-year-old and they get it. Now, execution's different, but at least you understand the concept. It has to make a higher high to go up, right?
Right.
If it makes a lower high, that's not higher, so it didn't go up. So it's not going up anymore. I've faded buddies before, don't want to tell people what to do. Well, the people I faded were not buddies, they were just traders. And they were running rooms and they were taking money from people and charging them a lot of money to sit in these rooms. And, that's how we used to do it. We didn't have prop firms. We had people that talked and called trades and taught and educated.
Hey, John, how you doing?
And for the most part, all of those people, and they wrote books and they're all famous and all that, but what they were doing didn't really work. So I had to get rid of all that stuff that I learned. Pain in the butt. And what I just told you 5 minutes ago is what I use. It's very simple. Get those levels and then look for direction. So, from the open today, when we started here in the Asia session, what's it done? It's gone up, right?
Yes.
Popped up. And it pulled back, popped up, pull back, popped up, pull back, popped up, pull back, popped up. I mean, I've got 3 directions. This one is up, and I buy the pullbacks, and I basically keep doing that as long as it's going up. So here it's sort of, went to 69, I think, and then pull back and went to 68, pull back, 68. So we're getting lower highs. So I would not be longing anymore. You don't have to short, but you just kind of sort of stop longing. Or it could go down, and you just do the reverse. You're selling short, and then it goes down, and it pulls back up, and that might be, these are all entries, or you could just stay in it, however you decide to do it. And then the third one is sideways, which that would be the top of the range here, and let's call 65 the bottom, so that's 3 points, which is not a really big range, but it's good for now. And so you're fading the top and fading the bottom sideways. That's all a market can do. One of those three. And the conversion, the transitions are the part where, you can lose. Like if you think this is the top and we're going down and it's not. So you just short 68 and you have a very tight stop, maybe a point. So yeah, you'd be out. I'd be out. I mean, you can do all kinds of things, but that would get me out right there. So lost a point. That's all right. So we're back to going up, right?
Yes, we are.
Still moving. Wants to go.
That's an excellent job, John. That's good money trading 2 micros.
Yeah, we're on the tilt indicator. I mean, there's that futures room. Trading with Bookmap, it's called. They do the same stuff. They have all these indicators, and they do all these surveys, and they think it's meaningful, and it's just not. I mean, the whole premise there that anyone can actually know what's going to occur in the future. That's what they're saying. We can predict the future, and I don't know. Anybody here can predict where this little price is going next, or anything, right? I can't. But I just look at what has to happen, what must happen for it to continue to go up. The definition of up is we get higher highs, right? Otherwise, it wouldn't be going up. So that's what I use. So now you guys are all $1 million traders. Go get it. I mean, there's lots of stuff you can use. So that's just what I do. Ox has his stuff. It's it's sounds simple, but the execution's not easy. Like right there, 68 appears to be the top of range, and it just blew right through it. So what do I know? Nothing. I traded, John. I'm sure I did well. Yeah, did okay. Ox was trading with me a little bit. He was killing it.
And then I fell asleep before the dump.
He fell asleep. I had to take the dog, let the dog out. I came right back, and I'm like, "Hey, let's go. Let's do some more." And all he heard was snoring. It's just silence. But it's only so much you can do. Hindsight being what it is, it looks easy, right, to get that short. Not easy.
This trading stuff's hard. You need to grab a nap every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, because it's focus, for me anyway. Don't want to lose money. So I don't just put trades on and hope. I used to. I've made tons of mistakes, but still do every day. Like that one, 68 right there. That was wrong, but market typically comes back and retraces, which it did.
Now, John, I
I
woke
probably
up just in time for the game to start.
Yeah, of course. You got the alarm on that one. Is it on now?
No, they played this afternoon. I woke up right as they were about to start. 3 o'clock my time.
Gotcha.
Soto got the save, John, today.
Is that Han Solo?
Juan Solo, so close. Juan Soto.
Soto. Okay.
Yeah, do you have a 5-1 West Coast trip? Phillies have the most wins in baseball right now.
They play the Giants, or
They're actually playing the Giants in Philadelphia this coming weekend.
okay, so they
They didn't
get
play.
them on
They
this
didn't play.
trip.
They only on this West Coast trip. They only played San Diego and Anaheim. They have another
I got you.
West Coast trip later this year.
Good. Beat those guys up. We don't like those guys down there, especially Anaheim. The Dodgers
No, the Angels.
or the Angels. They're okay. The Dodgers we don't like. That's a great ballpark to go to if anyone gets out there. Dodger Stadium. It's
Yeah.
iconic. Well, it's across the bay. I'm in Marin County, which is North Bay, across the Golden Gate from San Francisco. So yeah, close. Oh, your cousin plays for the A's. Wow. What's his name? Dufour? That's really cool, man. Now, so are they still in Oakland, or did they move to? Oh, they're in Sacramento.
No, they're in Oakland for this year. They'll be in Sacramento next year.
Okay. Kyle McCann, nice. What does he play? What position?
Catcher.
Wow.
Right? I guess I think I remember that right, John. Right? Catcher.
That's
Or am I
pretty cool,
wrong?
dude.
Am I thinking? Okay. I knew there was another McCann that was a catcher. I was hoping I wasn't thinking of the wrong McCann.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we've got no relatives, but high school kid that went to the same high school with my kids. He's football quarterback, #1 pick. Um, his name just escaped me, but Fury. Oh well, it'll come to me. That's what happens when you think all day.
Yep, John. Baseball and prop firms, I've pretty much down them. Pretty, it's hard to stump me on those.
I bet you'd be a good, trivia guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if he was a quarterback, #1 pick. He went to play for LA, and then he just got traded a few years ago to Detroit. So now he's at Detroit, starting quarterback at
Oh, I
Detroit.
know who you
That's
mean.
his name. How do I not remember his freaking name? His dad's Jerry. He played. He actually played in the majors. He was a catcher.
Are you thinking of Jared Goff?
Yeah, Goff. That's it. Jared Goff. Name's the same as
Yeah.
me. Dummy. Jared Goff. That's it. Yeah. It's with a J, but Jared. So his dad played at Cal. He was a punter at Cal, and he played baseball at Cal. And he played in the majors. I'm not sure it wasn't for very long, but he has a major league record for most passed balls in in an inning. He had like 4 or 5.
That's
He
not a
did.
nice record to have.
He does have a major league home run though. I think he got a dinger. Great guy. Family's very nice. Jared Goff. That's it. It's a lot of luck in going number 1, I'll tell you. He was at high school, and basically the coach was a running coach, so no passing. And then he left, and they got a new coach in who was a passing coach. So, Goff gets from that to Cal, and Cal had the same thing. They brought in a new coach, and he was passing coach, and he sort of led the NCAA in passing yards and all kinds of stuff. And he gets to be number 1 pick. And then same thing happens with LA. They get the new coach in there, McVay, and they go to the Super Bowl. Crazy. It's really crazy. Montreal Expos. Oh, look at that. Jerry. Yeah, I play golf with him now and then. The Stone Tree. Yeah, it'd be funny to. I don't know. How do you look up just on Google Major League record? Pass ball record?
Yeah. Let's see.
See if I get that right. Is it pass ball when the catcher misses it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Facing the Astros back in.
That's not the one. Let's see. Someone might have actually passed his record, so it's like someone had 5 in 1 inning. Let's see. Oh, here we go. The record for most pass balls in a single game, 6, was set by Rube Wickers in 1902, later tied by Gino Petrelli in 1987 and Jerry Goff in 1996.
That's it then.
6 pass balls in a game.
Yeah, that's something, huh?
And he wasn't even catching a knuckleball pitcher, so that's you can usually excuse it. Oh yeah, he has his own Wikipedia page. There you go, Jerry Goff.
That's funny.
His miscues led to 5 unearned runs. That happened on May 12th. On May 17th, the Astros sent Goff to AAA, and he never appeared in another big league game. Wow, ouch.
Yeah, that was it. Poor guy. Hey, he got there. I don't think he played it. I mean,
Huh?
I don't think he played many games or many seasons.
Yeah.
But I mean, just to get there, that's.
He hit 7 major league home runs.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah. But still trying to head up us on.
Yes, it is. We're at 39, so you just wanted to get it to 50, right? Or 600, I can't remember.
Yeah, he said 50 first. Yep. Yeah, 42, pulls back a little bit now.
7 home runs, that's pretty good. He's a big guy. Strong. He's a fireman. balls in a game. Ouch. That's got to be hard to do.
Yeah.
And most of the time they were all in scoring position.
It's probably just like trading. It starts getting in your head, and then it just keeps snowballing, you know.
Yeah.
Do I trade crude? Very rarely. Every now and then, I'll throw a trade on crude. I am looking at it for my longer time frame setups here that I might try for some of the other accounts I have. I've traded in the past, and there's a couple times it bit me pretty badly. So.
Yeah, crude's more supply demand, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Well,
you get
I
to
mean,
look for
as it's supply demand and also world events. So.
Yeah, exactly. So war's not good for it. Drawdowns, it goes up. Builds, it goes down. If I remember my crude trading, or at least that's what I thought.
I mean, it's lost a lot of volatility though. It used to be like one of the most traded futures, and it still is, but it's like the volume on it year over year has been down majorly. And I've always kind of wondered what happened, what made it. It's interesting.
Well, maybe when it went to minus, that might have had something to do with it.
True.
And they started delivering oil barrels to your front door. That's never a good thing.
Yeah, I did a video earlier this year on the most traded futures last year. I was looking at the crude. Ooh. And why is that? Oh, let's see. Yeah, back in 2019, it did 165 million contracts. And then 2020, that's when it went negative. It went from 165 down to 125. And then last year it was only 84. So it's almost like half the volume it had just 5 years ago.
That's crazy. But it still moves, right? You can get $3 or $4 a day.
Oh yeah, I mean, like if we look at today, still going up, Hassan. You might get your 550 if you're still here. Oh no, holding along in YM. Okay. So today. Yeah, today's range on it was about 2.5 points. So.
Dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, I mean, that beautiful drop. So that would have been nice, very nice to catch.
Probably a news event, or was that?
Actually, they had inventories today. So.
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, on inventory, it's just started dead dropping on inventories. Went from 81.25 down to a low of 78.93. So.
Yeah, there was a build. I think distillate. They're expecting it to drop. Crude oil to drop minus 2.5 million, and they got positive 7.265 million. That's huge.
Yeah.
Wow. Big build, which means down we go. If that was at that time, 7:30 this morning.
Yes. Yep.
Never worked in the pits.
Yeah, I was gonna say he never worked in the pits.
No, I do. Let's see. I've read about them. We used to, when they were actually trading in the pits, there was a guy called, I forgot his name, but he ran a site called Need to Know News that you'd buy. And he would be in there calling trades from these guys. You know, it was like number one. He's looking. Oh, he pulled the trigger. He's in. It didn't help me at all.
But it was entertaining, probably.
Yeah, the guy had a great voice, and he was calling trades all day. But you never know. Was he long or short, and how much? You know, it's like dumped it. I did trade with a guy that worked some pit. But he's using market profile, and he's always shorting the lows and buying the highs. And I guess that might work once in a blue moon, but and he never used stops. Yeah, I mean, you had to be pretty tough to do pit trading because I think the guys with all the money are in the middle, and then everyone else is spread out. And so if you're a rookie, you were like on the way outside, and they would just throw trades at you, and you had to take them. So obviously, you'd be losing most of the time, and you had to work your way out of it, and it was your own book, so to speak. And if you didn't do the trade with number one, then he'd never give you another one. So you sort of had to do it. And you had to. It's like trading places, right? This pushing and shoving, and the writing tickets and keeping track. But learning all that sort of helped me with. I said, well, what do these guys use? There were no computers. They didn't have any indicators. They just had numbers in their head on where it's been and where it could go. They apparently had what are those things called? Trader. They were lines, different levels, trader levels or something like that. They call them something different, but so that's how they sort of did it. How else could you do it? And they had the open, they had the close, and they had the highs and lows, and they had basically what I look at. Still works. Yeah. I don't know that there are any pits anymore, though. There might be.
No, there's no more pits. No more?
For nothing.
I mean, they were already starting to close down before, but once COVID hit, it kind of killed the rest of what was left.
Killed them off. Yeah. And everything went electronic and went to exchanges and instantaneous, and they found a better way to make money.
Cocaine. Yeah, Hassan, I mean, that was probably, I can imagine that some of those guys that needed to always be that active probably went that direction, at least back in the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, what's that trading movie that DiCaprio was in, and
you mean Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, that one. Margot Robbie. Yeah, that one. So I think that was kind of what it was like too. Crazy.
Ooh, big drop. Big drop here at the top of the hour.
Yes, sir.
Where'd that come from? I guess we're not going to hit that 550, Hassan. At least not now. I mean, that was a decent sized drop. But we have reached the end of our time together tonight. Yeah, I know, Hassan. You'll be up all night. Expect to see you bright in the morning. Make sure you bring the coffee. Hope everyone has a great.
How high did it get? Did it get close?
It got to 542, so it got pretty close. Yeah, 543 actually. Yeah,
push
so yeah,
he
got close.
Get out. That's close enough.
Yeah, it was a big drop there for this time of night. Another
Yeah, I never.
another market just opened. I forget. I think China opens now, so or Hong
Yeah,
Kong or one of those.
yeah. For
So
me, if I'm ever close to my exit, I just get out because
yeah,
that the last tick or two is it's not worth it. The odds of it going up higher, it just takes very hard to make it. But yeah, it's going back up. You'll be fine.
yeah, nice bounce. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you again,
Thanks, Ox.
G-Man, for joining me. And
Sure.
we'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Of course, next evening stream will be Monday evening. We shall see you all then. Have a great night, everyone. Bye. Hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Remember, we do this every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Hope you'll continue to join us. Also want to invite you to join our Discord community. Great community of traders talking trading, and sometimes just shooting the breeze about other things as well. Traders helping traders and encouraging traders there. Also, of course, follow me on social media, mainly on Twitter or at X, where you'll always find updates on the latest prop firm discounts and reviews, as well as get notified whenever a new video comes out from MightyOxTrading. Have a great rest of your day.